Put your seatbelts on. She's such a mom.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Black Widow moments.
Natasha, don't slouch.
I'm not slouching.
Yes, you are. You're going to
I don't slouch.
You're going to get the back hunch.
Listen to your mouth.
Oh my God, this...
Up.
Great. Perfect timing.
Where's an Avenger when you need one?
This would be a cool way to die.
For this list, we're looking at the most dramatic, humorous, and action-packed scenes from Natasha Romanoff's long-awaited solo movie. As you may have guessed, there will be spoilers. What did you think of Black Widow? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Nat on the Run. Scarlett Johansson's first major scene sets an appropriate tone for the film, finding a balance between the MCU and the Bourne franchise. Picking up where Captain America Civil War left off, Natasha finds herself on the run, with Thaddeus Ross in hot pursuit.
T'Challa told Ross what you did, so they're coming for you.
Talking with Nat on the phone, Ross is ready to negotiate her surrender as his forces storm a building. In typical Black Widow fashion, Nat is 10 steps ahead of Ross.
You got no friends.
Where are you gonna go?
I've lived a lot of lives before I met you, Ross.
As the authorities break through a door to find nobody, it's revealed that Nat is already on a boat, disappearing off the grid. For newcomers, this twist establishes Nat's resourcefulness. For longtime MCU fans, we feel Nat's pain as she leaves her broken Avenger family behind, starting over once again.
Did you get everything on my list?
You got passports, entry visas, a couple of local driver's licenses. Mix and match, you should be able to stretch it to 20 or so identities.
Number 9. Getting the Avengers back together. Although the film opens with Nat running away from one family, she soon reconnects with another. Nat never expected to mend the bond she once shared with her childhood family.
Family. Back together again.
If her sister, father, and mother figures could all reconcile, though, perhaps there's hope for Team Cap and Team Iron Man.
Besides, if it can work out with the four of us, there may be some hope for the Avengers.
Johansson's last scene takes place shortly before the events of Avengers Infinity War, which we can tell from the blonde hairdo. Bidding farewell to Rick Mason, Nat is cautiously optimistic about healing her other family.
It's funny, my whole life I didn't think I had any family. Turns out I got two.
It's bittersweet knowing what's on the horizon, but the moment also adds layers to Nat's eventual sacrifice. As Black Widow walks off and fireflies illuminate, it's hard not to think about the lyrics from a certain Owl City song.
To 10 million fireflies, I'm weird 'cause I hate goodbyes.
Number 8. Black Widow versus Taskmaster. Nat's past catches up to her in the form of a vehicle accident on a bridge. While Nat naturally survives the crash, this is only the beginning of her problems. Nat is confronted by Taskmaster, a silent but deadly masked figure who can fire an arrow with Hawkeye's precision and throw a shield with Captain America's might. When it comes to hand-to-hand combat, Black Widow is still a force to be reckoned with. However, she meets her match in Taskmaster, who can mimic her every move. Nat just might have been in serious trouble if Taskmaster didn't shift targets, giving her a window of opportunity. While the film admittedly could have used more Taskmaster, this well-choreographed sequence at least delivered on the antagonist's potential. Number 7. The Day the Music Died. For a brief period in her childhood, Nat lived a normal life in Ohio with a fake family that might have been more real than she thought.
Flip upside down. And I bet you're gonna fall down first. No, you will.
It's all fireflies, scraped knees, and DuckTales until Daddy comes home one night saying that the time has finally come to flee. Don McLean's American Pie is effectively utilized as Nat says goodbye to the US and the best days of her young life.
I want my song.
Bye, bye, Miss American Pie.
It also foreshadows the family's plane problems as they're ambushed by the authorities mid-takeoff. With Melina shot, Yelena frightened, and Alexei hanging on the wing for dear life, Nat is forced to take control. Getting the plane off the ground, Nat saves her family, but she can only keep them together for so long.
Go back, you can do it! Go back, all your strength!
Number 6. Sister Reunion. While Black Widow gives Johansson a chance to shine like never before, Florence Pugh arguably steals the show as Yelena Belova.
Why are you skulking about like it's a minefield?
Because I don't know if I can trust you.
Funny, I was going to say the same thing.
So we're gonna talk like grown-ups?
Raised as sisters, Nat and Yelena are reunited in Budapest. Nat doesn't receive the warmest welcome as she exchanges punches, kicks, and one-liners with her sis. Again, it's a scene that wouldn't look out of place in the best Bourne movies. After calling a truce, the two make their getaway when a team of Black Widows storms the hideout. Thus ensues an intense chase that makes impeccable use of its surroundings and a variety of vehicles. Taskmaster also breaks out the explosive arrows and shield, but the sisters live to fight and pose another day. Number 5. Taskmaster Unmasked. Remember the photostatic veil from The Winter Soldier?
I'm sorry. Did I step on your moment?
We're not sure why Nat doesn't use that more often, but it comes in handy once again here. After Melina seemingly betrays the family, they're taken to the Red Room up in the air. Turns out that Melina actually betrayed Dreykov, however. Having switched places, Melina helps Alexei and Yelena, while Nat confronts Dreykov face to face.
When you look into the eyes of a child you have raised, no mask in the world can hide that.
The most dramatic unmasking is saved for Taskmaster, who is revealed to be Dreykov's daughter. Previously mentioned in The Avengers, Nat thought Dreykov's daughter died in an explosion she was responsible for.
Say hello.
While she did survive, being turned into her father's puppet is arguably a fate worse than death. Whether you predicted this twist or not, it is definitely a disturbing reveal. Number 4. Family Dinner. We come for the action, but it's the character dynamics that's made the MCU such a successful franchise. Black Widow is sprinkled with memorable dialogue throughout, although the best interactions take place around the dinner table.
It still fits.
Oh my god.
I never watched it once. Come and drink.
Alexei acts as if no time has passed, squeezing into his old Red Guardian uniform and sitting down to a meal with his family. Yelena also can't help but get nostalgic, while Nat is more skeptical about welcoming these people back into her life.
All right, enough. All of you.
I didn't say anything. That's not fair.
Here's what's gonna happen.
I don't want any food.
Eat a little something, Elaine.
As if this family wasn't unusual enough, Melina invites her pig to the table, almost calling WandaVision to mind. It's like something out of a surreal sitcom. For all the laughs, the scene is anchored by themes of abandonment and the meaning of family.
You're a coward. Our family was never real, so there's nothing to hold on to. We're moving on.
Number 3. Romanoff Remembered. It appears that post-credit scenes will remain a Marvel mainstay going into Phase 4. Sometime after Avengers Endgame, Yelena pays respect to her sister. While it would have been nice to see Natasha's funeral, the items left at her grave and the inscription on the tombstone show just how much Nat will be missed by both of her families. We share Yelena's sentimentality as she reminisces about her sister. Unfortunately, the moment is interrupted by Elaine Bennis. Valentina Allegra de Fontaine.
You're not supposed to be bothering me on my holiday time, Valentina.
Oh, bothering you? Oh, no. I'm just here paying my respects.
Although previously seen in The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, this was supposed to be the Contessa's Marvel debut. Julia Louis-Dreyfus once again makes the most of her limited screen time, giving Yelena her next target, Clint Barton.
Thought I'd hand deliver it. Maybe you'd like a shot at the man responsible for your sister's death.
Number 2, Prison Break. To reach the Red Room, Nat and Yelena need to break out their father figure.
I really don't know where the Red Room is, though. I'm sorry.
I know. But I think I know somebody who does.
Oh, yeah? Who?
We're gonna need a jet.
Alexei Shostakov is the top dog in prison, beating every inmate who challenges him at arm wrestling. Nevertheless, Alexei realizes he's fallen far from grace, reflecting on his Red Guardian days and everything he could have been. When an escape crew comes knocking, Alexei sees his chance to make a comeback.
You made a scene, didn't you?
Being a human wrecking ball, though, he doesn't make the most discreet getaway. You could say that the breakout snowballs out of control, culminating with an avalanche heading towards the prison, and Nat snatching Alexei at the last second. The sequence contains some of the film's most impressive shots that are accentuated by the red and white color palette.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Red Room Removal. Dreykov seemingly has the upper hand during the climax, but Nat is never to be underestimated. Getting everything she needs, Nat severs Dreykov's control over her, and it isn't long until the other Black Widows are freed as well.
What are you going to do?
Sever the nerve.
Yelena finishes off Dreykov as the Red Room collapses, but she nearly gives up her life in the process. Thankfully, Nat saves Yelena in mid-air. We can't help but wonder if Yelena's selfless act inspired Nat's sacrifice on Vormir in Endgame. In any case, Nat has one last loose end to tie up as Taskmaster butts in for a final showdown. For years, Nat blamed herself for what happened to Dreykov's daughter.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Is he gone? He's gone.
In an ironic twist, though, Nat gives her a second chance at life.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.